Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Stepping in, Gene Segura, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming, here it is. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, DeRosa, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. 3-0 now. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 258 the average to begin play. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. Popped up. Rizzo is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Last season, he had over 110 RBIs. That's an RBI machine. When you're driving in over 100, that's really special, and you are doing some big things.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
The 1-0 home. Fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call the pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk. So next to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto was an 0 for 4 effort for him in Wednesday's ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Another one sent foul. The next 3-2. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. A payoff pitch one more time. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Up next will be Nick Williams. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's gone 3 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Harper on second. Realmuto at first. 2 out in the inning. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Aaron Nola gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Stepping into the box, Javier Báez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I hope the opposition knows what it's got coming to them today. Game 1 of their road trip right now, 6-2 on their homestand. They're on fire their last 8 games and playing with a ton of confidence.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He comes in at 262 on the year. 4 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting third, the third baseman.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
The 1-0 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there, right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
He's set. Here it comes. Wilson Contreras is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Standing in, Neil Walker. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Walker.
Here it comes.
Ball, no.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. This is popped up, and there's out number 1.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Scott Kingery.
And in steps Scott Kingery, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Pitch on the way. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 8, the third baseman, number 7, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison stands in. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the pitch.
No ball, 1 strike.
The windup and the 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Hit to third. Bryant's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and he's going to watch out for a 7-game hitting streak coming in.
Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Playing 12, 1-2.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Now here's the pitch. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Bottom of the second here with no score. 1-1 to Schwarber. Schwarber, an Ohio native. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 2-1 home.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And a good throw just beats him. Schwarber is retired, 2 down now.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
The next Cub up, Ian Happ. He's off to a good start at the plate. The average coming in just under 300. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Two out, nobody on. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Aaron Nola. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Aaron Nola.
Pitch on the way. And the third inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here it comes. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. So a full count now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? There to take it in is Kipnis, and there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura standing in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here it comes. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And it's quickly 0-2. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. He's right there, and there's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutcheon. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, pretty impressive if you ask me. So many times you beat a sinker into the ground, you end up grounding out to third. You're running down to first base, and you're so upset at yourself. At least he got under the thing. He knows his bat plane is pretty decent.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Digging in, Bryce Harper reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. From the stretch. Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called a strike.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Here's the 1-1. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. Third inning, no score to this point. Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, DeRosa, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, DeRosa, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
1-0 count, the pitch. Now this is on the ground for Báez at short. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. The second baseman, Jason Kipnis, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
The 1-1 home. Is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Fouled away. Another full count offering on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Kingery onto the grass. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Kyle Hendricks, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here it comes.
Ball. 1 ball. No strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
D-Ride.
Great job of doubling up with the fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 1-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
Line 12. 1 ball. 2 strikes.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Javier Báez. Popped him up. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in, Nick Williams. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. And that finds the target. Nothing in 2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Here's Neil Walker. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now this is on the ground for Báez at short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Next for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Scott Kingery.
2 are gone in the Philly 4th, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Hayward. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
Jason Hayward.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. In there, 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Career homer number 149. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
The third baseman.
As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
0-1 count. Here it comes.
No.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now a changeup is bounced to second. Kingery's there. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And you can see that one guy clearly the leader in this category so far, 95 miles an hour versus an even 90 for the other. So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Here it comes. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We played 4. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Thank you, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. So striding in, Josh Harrison. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. Hit out towards second. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
The sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On its way is pitch number 75. Popped him up. Kipnis moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutcheon. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
The set and the 2-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Phillies strand 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Into the box, Kyle Schwarber as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. Harper coming on. He's there and records the first out.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian.
So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
3-1.
Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. The 3-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed. A full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. McCutchen is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. First offering on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Set to deliver the 0-1. 1-1.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
Now here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now.
3-2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good battle. Count remains full. A bouncer up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0. So striding forward now, Bryce Harper. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
Harper.
Here comes the first pitch.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the center fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now
That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. One out for the Phils in their half of the sixth, and that brings up JT Realmuto. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Again, a 1-2.
2-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
1 out, nobody on. Ground ball right side. Rizzo is there, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Now to the plate, Nick Williams. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Phillies down in order. They're down 1-0. So here now's the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And this is popped up near second base. Kingery over to his right, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier Báez.
And that brings up Javi Báez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike to Javier Báez. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Now batting, right fielder,
Jason Hayward will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Here's a look over to first, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
The pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
1-1.
The 1-1.
Ball.
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs are down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. Digging in now, Neil Walker. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now here it comes. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Popped him up. Contreras over to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Scott Kingery.
Into the box now, Scott Kingery. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No. 1-0. Ball.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 7, Josh Harrison.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. First pitch on its way.
Ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's wide, 2-0. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Now the 2-0.
Outside, that's ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Harrison in front, 3 balls and a strike.
3-1.
Two out, nobody on. On the ground to the left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Adam Hazley will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
For Philadelphia, number 40, Adam Hazley.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Playing 11. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 1 and the Phillies nothing. Sir Anthony Dominguez will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Bottom of the inning now. Ready once again, Chris Bryant. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Hot shot to third. Gloved by Harrison. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Called strike 0-2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Dominguez has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Dan Winkler has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
Ready to begin the 8th, so the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura, he flew out in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball one. Ball.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A 1-0 delivery.
Ball.
No offer at that one. It's a called strike.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
All even now, 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Chopped at third. Tough to get to. Fielded cleanly. Kipnis on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
First offering on its way. Swing and a liner, but foul. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll dive back in safely. One and two.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Runner at first here, one man out. Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. Here he comes again, 1-2. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
And he won't go after the cut fastball, 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Popped him up. Rizzo is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. From the stretch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. As a look, now the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
2 out with the man at first. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. How about that? 1 left for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. Adam Morgan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46, Adam Morgan.
Riding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Morgan has seen his role change with those 1-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. A 1 pitch on its way.
Ball.
Shot out to right center field. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Runner at second now, nobody out, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. As a look, now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Hard hit to first. Walker dives. What a stop. It's in time.
Oh, that's a tough play, but he pulled it off perfectly. Once he made the great stop, still had to make a good feed to the pitcher covering, which isn't easy on routine grounders sometimes. Hard not to appreciate that one.
Ready for another chance? Jason Kipnis is working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at third. Here comes the first pitch. Too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. A man at third with one away. That evens it up, 1-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Runners breaking for home, and a late squeeze attempt, but this will be foul. Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Nico Horner will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at third. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that will fall as he comes through off the bench. It's a base hit.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Stepping in now, Javier Báez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And now he has some trouble with it in center.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Slider laid off for a ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We've played 8 full. The Cubbies are in front 2-0. Craig Kimbrell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 46.
Nick Williams will be charged with trying to start a rally in the 9th as they go to work against Kimbrell.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Two 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Here it comes, 2-0. Lays off, and it's 3-0.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
The 3-1 pitch. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And he fouls this one off. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Matty V, what a nice performance in this one. 7 shutout innings. Watching from the dugout now. Hard to believe that he could pitch any better than he did through the first 7 innings.
So now to the plate, Neil Walker. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball. 2-0 to count.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Ball 3. Scott Kingery is on deck. The 3-1. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Standing in, Scott Kingery. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Runners on first with one down. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Four foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Changeup taken for ball three, well below the zone.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Josh Harrison.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Josh Harrison. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. Two out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Runner on first with two away. There's the knuckle curve laid off. 1-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Philly down to their last strike. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball two.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrell. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless ninth inning to pick up the save. business as usual for one of the best in the game.
A 2-0 finish today. The Cubs took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Kyle Hendricks earns win number 4 on the season. Aaron Nola is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Craig Kimbrell hammers down the save, his 4th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For Philadelphia, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 21 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.